The internet is on fire. Clips are circulating faster than wildfire. Jim Jones seen furious, slamming doors, pacing through a dimly lit studio. His voice, hoarse and trembling, echoes. You cross the line, Cam. Meanwhile, social media explodes with hashtags. Hashtag Chrissy leak. Hashtag Jim Vescom. And hashtag DIPSET drama. What started as brotherhood in Harlem streets has spiraled into one of the most shocking betrayals in hip-hop history. Rumors swirl that a private video featuring Chrissy, Jim's longtime partner, somehow got leaked. And all fingers point to one man. Cam's single quotes Ron. Fans are divided. Some say it's fake. Others swear Cam did it to teach Jim a lesson. Behind the scenes, DMs are leaked, old interviews resurface, and alliances crumble in real time. And just when it seems things can't get uglier, a secret phone call surfaces. A voice sounding exactly like Jim says, "If Cam steps near me again, it's over, career or not." This isn't just gossip. It's a war of loyalty, fame, and betrayal. And tonight, the streets of Harlem aren't just watching. They're choosing sides. The night begins like any other in New York. The skyline glows gold and violet. Harlem buzzing with life, laughter, and the pulse of music seeping from corner studios. But inside one of those studios, hidden behind a graffiti-sprayed wall on 125th Street, something far darker brews. The laughter's gone. The speakers are silent. Phones buzz like angry bees. Every face in the room looks tense, eyes darting to a laptop screen glowing in the dark. A thumbnail reads, "Chrissy Jones' private moment." Jim Jones bursts through the door with the kind of energy that makes everyone freeze. He's in a gray hoodie, eyes red from rage or tears or both. His voice cuts through the thick silence. Who sent that clip? Who? The question hangs in the air like smoke. No one dares move. One of the producers finally swallows hard and says, "Jim, people saying Cam posted it in his close friend's story. Maybe by mistake." Jim freezes mid-breath. The room feels smaller, the lights dimmer. By mistake. He repeats slowly, as if the words themselves insult him. Nah, ain't no mistake when it's her face on it. He knew exactly what he was doing. He slams a bottle off the console, the crash echoing through the soundproof walls. Everyone jumps. He pulls out his phone, his thumbs trembling slightly as he scrolls through hundreds of unread messages. Reporters, bloggers, fake friends, pretending to care. He ignores them all until he lands on one name that burns a hole through the screen. Camron, the Pink King. Jim hits record instead of call. His voice is low, venomous, steady. "You think this is funny, huh? I put you on, bro. You've got rich off my name. Now you out here clowning me? Nah, you crossed the line, Cam. Don't come to Harlem no more unless you're ready to face me like a man." He sends it. The double blue check marks appear instantly. Cam's online. Seconds later, Jim's phone buzzes with a notification. Camron has started a live video. Cut to Cam. Ron sitting in his penthouse downtown, draped in a pink silk robe, champagne glass in hand. Phone propped up in front of him. Tens of thousands flood his live. The chat scrolls so fast it looks like a waterfall of fire emojis and question marks. Cam smirks, clearly enjoying the attention. "They've got y'all believing anything, huh? That man trippin'. I didn't leak nothing. If I had something to say, I'd say it to his face." His tone is light, almost playful, but his eyes flicker with something colder. He leans in closer to the camera. "But you want to make it public? 8 then. Bet." He ends the live abruptly. Within minutes, gossip pages repost his clip. Headlines appear. Camron responds to Jim Jones' leak accusation. Inside the studio, Jim watches it unfold in real time. He slams his fist into the wall so hard the plaster cracks. A producer rushes over. "Jim, relax, man. You go online now, it's just gonna blow up more." Jim spins on him. "It's already blown up. He wants war. I'll give him a war." He storms out, hoodie up, ignoring the swarm of paparazzi and bloggers waiting outside. Cameras flash like lightning. Jim, did Cam leak the video? Is Chrissy okay? Are you still friends? He doesn't answer, but his silence says more than words ever could. By morning, every hip-hop radio station in the city is talking about it. Hot 97, The Breakfast Club. Shade 45. One host laughs and says, "Man, Harlem wild right now." A leaked video. Old friends beefin'. It's like a soap opera, another host adds. If Cam really did it, that's foul. But if Jim's wrong, he just set his whole career on fire. Callers flood the lines. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone's suddenly an expert on loyalty, privacy, and betrayal. Meanwhile, Chrissy sits in a quiet rooftop bar uptown, sunglasses hiding puffy eyes. Her best friend sits across from her, whispering gently, "You think Cam really did it?" Chrissy stirs her drink, eyes fixed on the glittering skyline. "I don't know, but Jim's gonna destroy himself trying to find out." Her voice cracks a little. She looks tired of fame, tired of headlines, tired of being someone's storyline. Back in Manhattan, Cam scrolls through his phone, watching clips of Jim's angry outbursts replayed on TikTok with dramatic music and captions like "Brotherhood destroyed." He laughs bitterly and tosses the phone aside. "They always need a villain," he mutters to himself. Then his phone dings again, this time, a text from an unknown number. "Check your DMs," it says. Cam opens Instagram, frowns, then freezes. There's a message with a video attachment and a note. "Let's make him sweat." He plays it. It's a recording of Jim screaming into the phone from the night before, but edited, twisted, and cut to make him sound unhinged. Cam's smirk fades. Whoever sent this isn't random. Someone's setting both of them up. He scrolls up. The username is blurred, fake. But the caption on the next scheduled post says, 8 p.m. upload, Camron's revenge story. He exhales, realizing what's coming. Damn, somebody playing us both. The city doesn't sleep that night. Twitter trends shift every hour. Hashtag Jim vs Cam, hashtag Chrissy leak, hashtag DIPSET drama. Fans pick sides like it's a boxing match. Memes, edits, think pieces. The whole internet becomes a stage. In Harlem, Jim sits alone in his car outside Chrissy's building. Rain beats against the windshield. His phone buzzes again, his manager calling, his mother texting, the world screaming. But he doesn't move. He just stares at the steering wheel, eyes unfocused, replaying every moment from the past 20 years. The tours, the laughter, the loyalty, the betrayal. Brothers forever, Cam had said once, toasting with him after a sold-out show. Now the words sound like poison. Jim whispers to himself, almost inaudible. Ain't no forever in this game. Then his phone lights up again, this time, a new leak. Someone's uploaded a video titled "Jim Jones Caught Threatening Camron Over Chrissy." It's his own voice, his own anger. Recorded from inside the studio. He slams his fist against the dashboard, shouting into the empty car. Who's doing this? But no one answers. The only sound is the rain, tapping like a countdown. Somewhere in the city, a shadowy figure watches the chaos unfold from a computer screen, smiling. A whisper escapes his lips. Round one's done. Hey. And as the night fades into morning, Harlem holds its breath because everyone knows this is just the beginning. The next day begins with noise, too much noise. News anchors, gossip bloggers, podcasters. Everyone's talking about the feud. Screens flash Jim's face mid-deal, Cam's smirk from his live, and Chrissy's blurred image in the center of every thumbnail. What was once a private scandal has become a national circus. In every comment section, people take sides like it's a sport. Cam always been real. Jim out of pocket. Chrissy deserves better. Every opinion slices deeper. Jim's team gathers in a small meeting room, the mood sharp as broken glass. His manager Tone flips through a tablet. "Bro, they're saying you threatened him. That video's getting millions of views." Jim rubs his temples, exhausted. "I didn't leak that. Somebody recorded me in my own studio." That's violation, man. Tone looks at him carefully. Then who's behind it? Jim doesn't answer, but his mind races. The shadowy figure, the timing, the perfectly edited clips, it all feels like a setup. Someone wants this war to explode. He picks up his phone again, scrolling through contacts. One name catches his eye: Remy, an old associate turned internet producer famous for stirring up drama for clout. Jim hits call. Remy answers with his usual swagger. "Yo, Jim, what's good, king?" Jim's tone is icy. "You posting videos with my name again?" Remy laughs nervously. "Ain't me, bro. People just sending stuff in. The street's hot right now. You and Cam trending. You might as well drop a diss track. Capitalize on it." Jim exhales through his teeth. "I don't want streams. I want the truth." Then hangs up. Across town, Camron sits in a luxury barber chair, scrolling through his phone as his barber lines him up. He's quieter than usual. His cousin Rico walks in, shaking his head. "Man, you see this new video? They got you looking like the devil out here." Cam looks up from his phone. "I didn't do nothing." But the more I say that, the more they don't believe me. So what's the point? Rico leans on the counter. "Point is, somebody playing chess while y'all fighting checkers." Cam laughs once, bitter. "You sound like you know something." Rico shrugs. "I know that clip wasn't filmed from your phone or his. That leak came from inside the label." Cam looks up sharply. "Inside the label?" Rico nods slowly. "You ain't heard. They trying to push that new artist, J Lyric. Same management team. They want attention. What better way to make the internet listen than drag Dipset's name through the mud? Cam sits still, processing. He knows the industry's dirty, but this is surgical. He stands up, grabbing his pink coat. "Nah, I'm done sitting quiet." That night, Cam posts a new video, not a live this time, but a polished message. He's sitting in front of his old Dipset posters, face serious. "Y'all want to hear the truth? I didn't leak no video. I ain't betray my brother. But since people love drama, I'ma give y'all something real soon. Stay tuned." He smirks, then ends it. Within minutes, Jim sees it. His phone lights up like fireworks with notifications. "He playing victim now?" Jim mutters. Chrissy, sitting beside him on the couch, grabs his arm. "Please don't go online again. Just stop feeding it." Jim looks at her eyes, tired but still burning. "He made me look like a fool. And now he's acting like a saint. You think I can just let that slide?" Chrissy's voice softens. "I think you're losing yourself over a video that neither of you probably leaked." Jim stares at her for a long second, then stands up without a word. He walks into the next room, closing the door. Later that night, he gets a message from an unknown number again. This time, it's a location pin and one line. "Come alone if you want answers. No name." Just that. Jim's instincts scream no, but his anger says yes. He throws on a hoodie, grabs his car keys, and drives through the rain-soaked streets of Harlem. He arrives at an abandoned warehouse near the river, the kind of place where street legends are born and ended. The door creaks open, revealing a single light and a man sitting in a chair with a laptop. It's Remy. Jim storms forward. "You playin' me?" Remy holds up his hands. Chill. I ain't the enemy. I'm trying to help you, bro." Jim glares. "Then start talking." Remy turns the laptop around. On the screen, a folder labeled Dipset Drop opens. Inside are video files, edited versions of the leaks. One stands out. Time-stamped 3 weeks ago. Long before anything went public, Remy explains this whole thing. It's bait. Someone hacked both your clouds, sent the leaks to a burner page, then spread M using bot accounts. The handle belongs to a shell company called North Empire Media. Jim frowns. "Who owns it?" Remy clicks another tab, showing an email chain. "Guess who's listed as creative director?" He turns the screen. Jim's eyes widen. It's Rico, Cam's cousin. Before Jim can react, footsteps echo from behind. Cam steps out of the shadows, face unreadable. "I knew you'd come here." Jim's fists clench. So this what it is? You and your family trying to ruin me. Cam shakes his head. You got it twisted. Rico played us both. Tension fills the air. Rain hits the roof like a drumline. For a moment, the old brotherhood flickers behind their anger. Then Jim steps closer. You telling me your own blood set this up? Cam nods slowly. For money, for clout. He was working with Remy too, before Remy flipped. Jim looks at Remy, eyes sharp. And why'd you flip? Remy shrugs. Chaos is good for views. But y'all legends, didn't sit right. The room falls silent. Then Cam laughs under his breath. All this over clicks. We built something real and they turned it into a circus. Jim looks down, shaking his head. And we helped them do it. Outside, a car engine roars. Rico's voice echoes faintly. Too late to stop it now. A black SUV screeches off into the night. Cam and Jim exchange one last look, part rage, part realization. The war isn't between them anymore. It's with the machine behind them, Jim mutters. They wanted a show. Let's give them one. Cam nods slowly, a smirk returning to his lips. Harlem style. The camera of Remy's laptop light flickers. Read recording, unnoticed. Streaming live to thousands of fans across the internet. Comments flood in as the world watches them join forces again, unaware that this reconciliation, too, is about to become part of the performance. And somewhere across the city, in a high-rise office, Rico pours himself a drink, watching the live feed with a grin. Round 2, he whispers, is about to go viral. Morning breaks over Harlem like a tired sigh. The sun rises, but it brings no peace. Every phone in the city buzzes with the same notification. Jim Jones and Cam Ron caught together in secret meeting. Live footage. The video, streamed from Remy's hidden laptop, has already hit 1 million views overnight. Twitter is chaos. They planned it all. One tweet screams, fake beef for clout. Another says, the comments burn like wildfire, twisting truth into entertainment. For the world, it's just another hip-hop spectacle. For Jim and Cam, it's a betrayal layered on top of betrayal. Jim's sitting in his kitchen, the video playing on repeat. He can't tell what hurts more, that the world saw their conversation or that they think it was all staged. Chrissy walks in, holding her coffee, her voice low and brittle. You wanted the truth, right? Now everyone's got it. Just not the way you wanted. Jim doesn't respond. He's staring at his own reflection on the dark phone screen. It was supposed to end last night, he mutters. Now it's bigger than both of us. Crosstown, Camron sits in his car outside his labels building. The city feels different now, colder, quieter, watching him. Rico hasn't answered his calls since last night. Cam knows that means one thing. Rico's making his next move. He steps out, walks past the lobby where posters of Dipset still hang on the walls like ghosts. Up the elevator, down the hall, straight to the executive office. The door is half open. Inside, Rico's laughing with 2 men in suits. A contract spread across the table. The logo on the folder reads NorthEmpireMedia.com, doesn't knock. He walks straight in. You're selling us. Rico freezes mid-laugh. The room stiffens. One of the executives stands. Cam, this doesn't concern you. Cam's voice is low but deadly calm. It concerns me when my name's on your deal. Rico smirks, unbothered. Relax, cousin. This is business. You and Jim gave Em a show. I'm just cashing in. Cam steps closer, eyes cold. You used our names, our pain, for clicks. You leaked the video, didn't you? Rico leans back, still smiling. I didn't leak anything. I created something. You think people care about truth? They want drama, and I gave it to them. Cam's jaw tightens. You played family like it was marketing. Rico laughs again. You think Dipset made Harlem? Harlem made Dipset. And now it's my turn. Cam lunges, grabs Rico by the collar. The executives back away, shouting, You destroyed everything for a headline. Rico's voice drops, suddenly cold. No, I built something new. The world don't remember legends, they remember scandals. Security bursts in, pulling them apart. Cam backs away, breathing hard, eyes burning with disgust. You better hope Jim don't find out you said that. Rico smirks again. He'll find out soon enough. I made sure of it. That afternoon, Jim gets another anonymous text. This time, it's a link to a new upload. Jim Jones betrayed AGAIN Camron's cousin, exposes truth. He clicks it. Rico's face fills the screen, confident, defiant. They wanted to blame me. Fine. But y'all need to know, none of this was fake. Jim started it. He leaked that Chrissy clip months ago to make her stay loyal. I just finished what he started. Jim's hands shake. He's lying. Chrissy stares at the screen, silent. Tell me he's lying. Jim looks at her, but his eyes flicker just for a second, and that second is enough. Chrissy steps back, tears rising. You didn't. Jim's voice cracks. I didn't leak it. I recorded it. That's all. It was supposed to stay private. Chrissy turns away, whispering, You did this to yourself. Within hours, the internet explodes again. Every blog, every vlogger, every hip-hop gossip page floods with headlines. Jim Jones confirmed to have filmed Chrissy leak. Camron's cousin exposes entire setup. Clips of Jim and Chrissy arguing trend on TikTok before the argument even ends. Privacy is a myth now. Everything's content. Cam sees the chaos from his phone and knows there's no way to fix it. But he also knows one thing. Rico has to be stopped. He calls Jim. The line rings 5 times before Jim answers. Don't call me, Jim snaps. You win. Cam's tone is steady. Nobody wins, bro. Rico's spinning the story. Meet me tonight, same spot as before. Jim hesitates, then hangs up without agreeing. Night falls again over Harlem, heavy with tension. Rain begins to fall as if the sky's tired too. Cam waits by the old warehouse, engine idling. He doesn't know if Jim will show. He almost leaves until headlights flash behind him. Jim steps out, hood up, face unreadable. They stand under the dripping awning, no words at first. The silence between them is years deep. Cam finally says, I found out who's funding North Empire. It ain't just Rico, it's the label itself. They've been planning a whole documentary about this drama. They wanted both of us to implode. Jim's expression darkens. They got what they wanted. Cam shakes his head. Not yet. We can still take it back. He opens the trunk, revealing a laptop and several drives. All the files, all the fake edits, everything they uploaded. I got it from Remy before he disappeared. Jim stares at it, silent. We leak the real story, Cam says. We show them what they did to us. End it our way. Jim's voice is low. And then what? They'll just twist that too. Cam nods slowly. Maybe, but at least it'll be our version they twist. Before they can decide, headlights cut through the rain. Another car pulls up. Rico steps out, grinning like he already won. You think you can beat the system? You are the system now. Look around, cameras everywhere. Fans waiting for the next chapter. You can't kill the story. You are the story. He raises his phone, recording them again. Say cheese, Harlem Legends. Raises his phone, recording them again. Say cheese, Harlem Legends. Jim snaps. He lunges forward, knocking the phone from Rico's hand, shoving him hard against the car. You ruined her life. You ruined mine. Rico shoves back. You did that yourself, old man. I just sold the footage. The two struggle, shouting, the rain pounding around them. Cam tries to pull Jim back, yelling, Stop. That's what he wants. But it's too late. Rico slips, falls against the open car door, his head hitting metal. He goes still. The sound of the rain fills the silence. Jim steps back, breathing heavy, eyes wide. Cam looks down at Rico, then up at Jim. We gotta go. Jim shakes his head slowly. It's over. The next morning, every major outlet runs the headline. Rico Carter dead in Harlem brawl. Jim Jones and Camron questioned. The footage from the warehouse somehow leaks again. This time edited to make it look intentional. The police call it an accident. The internet calls it karma. The views hit tens of millions. Weeks later, Jim walks alone along the Harlem River. The air is cold, clean. No cameras now, just quiet. He stops, looks out at the water, and mutters, "They wanted a story. Guess they got one." Back downtown, Cam sits in a studio booth again, but not to record a track. He's recording a statement. You can't trust what you see anymore. They turn pain into playlists. They feed on chaos. But if you're gonna tell my story, at least spell my name right. He smiles faintly, almost sad, then turns off the mic. The screen fades to black. A final title card flashes. The streets have spoken, but the truth. Still buried under headlines, hashtags, and half-truths. Was it betrayal, or was it business? Was it loyalty that broke, or the world that pushed two brothers apart for a story that wasn't even theirs? One thing's for sure, the game changed that night in Harlem. But you, the viewers, the fans, the ones still searching through every clip and every post, you decide what's real. Drop your thoughts below. Do you believe Camron was innocent? Or did Jim cross the line long before the camera ever started rolling? If you think this was wild, just wait, because the next leak might flip everything you thought you knew. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because this story isn't over yet. The next episode? It's going to expose what really went down behind North Empire Media. And who's cashing the biggest check off all this chaos? Stay tuned. Stay watching. Because in this game, truth is just another headline waiting to trend.